Hello students, welcome to ePathshala. I am Mrs. Yashoda, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Interior Design and Decor, MMES Women's Arts and Science College, Vellore, Tamil Nadu. In this module, we are going to discuss about the gardening tools, that is, the tools used for various gardening operations such as pruning, digging and other gardening equipment. Gardening is the art of growing ornamental plants with the aim of creating a beautiful landscape. Different plants are grown in the garden in an ordered manner to attract the people. A beautiful garden around our house or our workplace is the symbol of peace of mind and happiness. Gardens add the quality of life also. Gardening needs skill and an aesthetic sense of creativity. Anybody can make a garden, but it requires a deep interest and continuous involvement. Careful planning is therefore essential for developing and maintaining a beautiful garden. Various operations are needed to carried out in the garden every day to maintain a beautiful garden. For different garden operations, many tools and implements are required from time to time. Those instruments which used in gardening are popularly called garden implements or gardening tools. They make the garden operations very easy, efficient and also save labor. These tools and equipments are indispensable part of gardening. It is difficult to imagine a gardener working with his bare hands in the garden. Some of the most essential tools and implements required for gardening operations like watering, digging, pruning, etc. are discussed in this lesson. Objectives. The objectives of the lesson is to make the students to know the tools required for digging and watering, to understand the importance of pruning and pruning tools, to know the various tools and implements needed for lawn gardening. First, we will see about the watering tools. Watering is the most essential operation in gardening. The principle of watering is to get the water into the soil where the roots can absorb it. The method of watering and the tools used are based on the type of plants and the area of the garden. Some of the commonly used watering tools are hoses, watering cans and sprinklers. First, the tool watering sprayer or sprinkler. There are various types of equipments are available in the market for watering. One such tool is hand water sprayer. This is very useful equipment for watering seedlings and they are made of plastics and are available with various capacities. Another type of spraying equipment used is a rain gun. These rain guns are only used for larger lawns and garden areas. They work on the water pressure. These rain guns spray water creating a rainy effect. It is made to spray water and adjust for half circle, full circle and in a stationary position. Rain guns are also water saving and energy saving. All the trees, shrubs and lawns can be sprayed with water effectively and it saves substantial labor on watering. The second important tools in watering is water can or rose can or water pot. The cans that sprays water into fine drops is called rose can or water pot. It is a metal can with a handle on one side and a short water outlet pipe on the opposite side. The mouth of outlet pipe is wide and is sealed with a perforated steel plate to sprinkle water in the form of fine sprayers. This is used for watering the flower beds. A garden should be provided with 3 sizes of watering pots suitable to different kinds of work and the varied capacities of the workers. For garden work, no watering should be larger than 3 gallons capacity. Fine water cans should be used for nursery of small sized plants. The next important tools used for watering is hoses. It can be snaked through a landscape planting and hidden from sight. Rubber soaker hoses ooze out water to provide a small application. Water bucket is used in the garden several hours daily. For watering in many circumstances, this is better than a watering pot or water can. An ordinary workman uses a light bucket carrying 60 lbs of water with ease. The next we will pass on to pruning tools. What is pruning? Pruning is the art of removing certain vegetative part from the plant. Pruning is done for two separate reasons. One is to improve the natural shape of the plant, and the other reason is to increase the abundancy of flowers. It may be practiced in hedges, trees or shrubs to give a graceful shape. Pruning should be done by experienced gardeners with a clear understanding of growth of a plant. So, it is better to study the plant and also the tools needed for pruning. There are a number of tools used for pruning purposes. They are used for snipping of stems, cutting off suckers, to remove broken branch and to trim shrubs. The commonly used pruners are loppers, hand pruner, shear and secagers. The first important tool in pruning is the pruning scissor. Large scissors are used to cut branches is called pruning scissors. It consists of a pair of cutting blades pivoted in the middle. Each blade has one sharp cutting edge and one blunt edge. The cutting edges of both blades face each other so that they cut the specimen between them when they come together. Each blade is fitted with a wooden handle. This tool is used for pruning dead branches of the trees, small shoots of shrubs and undergrowths. The next important tool is pruning knife, which is an essential tool. It is strong and made of the best steel. The handle is slightly curved to improve the grip and the blade is straight. The best of all pruning work is done with such an instrument. The wounds it makes being clean and smooth heal rapidly and make a very small scar. A keen edge must be kept on this knife. Pruning shears. There are different types of shears like hand shear, lopping shear and tree pruner are available, and they are utilized for trimming hedges, light pruning of shrubs, border plants and edging. It is used for a clean and smooth cut with a very minimum injury to the plants. Lopping shears are used to trim tree and shrub twigs and can remove branches of 1 to 2 inches diameter. Long handles with extra leverage cuts hard thick stem. Hedging shears are used to trim hedges and shape shrubs in formal gardens. Secagers. These are essential tools for cutting small shoots to regulate its growth. It is useful in pruning roses and in removing the small branches and dead flowers. Hand pruners are used to cut limbs or suckers up to ½ inch diameter. Pole pruners designed to remove limbs higher in the trees. Lappers. These prune limbs that cannot be cut with hand pruners. They are used to cut limbs up to 1 inch or so in diameter. Prunings are special tools designed to remove large branches of trees and shrubs, that is with branches 2 inches or larger in diameter. Its blade is thicker than ordinary saw and the teeth have a set which help cutting of hard and wet wood. Keep safety in mind when selecting and using pruning tools. Select tools that are sharp. Sharp tools are easier to use, safer and leave a smooth cut. Next we will pass on to digging tools. These tools are designed for digging of the soil and are used to remove earth in gardening. The instruments that are required for digging include spade, garden rake, pickaxe, shovel and digging fork. The important tool is digging fork. It is an instrument with a wooden handle and 4 or 5 iron prongs. The prongs are 20 cm long. The fork is used to dig out surface soil which is hard and moist. Small hand forks are also used for weeding and loosening surface soil. This is also used for uprooting of plants, rooted cuttings, harvesting of tubers, etc. without damaging the root system or tubers. Weeding fork. It is a tool which helps to loosen the soil and also to control the weeds. It has a handle with a blade having the teeth. The next important tool is spade. The spade is very useful in digging and trenching activities. It consists of an iron square plate fitted to a wooden handle of 30 to 40 cm length at 45-degree angle. This is used for formation and rectification of irrigation channels, formation of ridges and the furrows, earthing up operations, and sometimes even weeding operations in wide spaced crops like banana, moringa, curry leaves, etc. Spades are made in many sizes and shapes for a variety of different functions and jobs. The most common spade is a garden spade, which typically has a long handle and a wide blade. The next tool we are going to see is garden rake. It is a long handled with a row of long prongs at one end. These prongs arise from a crowbar and their distal ends are all facing one side. The toothed rake is a tool with long handles used for leveling lands, breaking soil clods, and finishing the area to its fineness. Broom rake is very useful where a lightweight rake is required. It has a short handle for collecting debris and clipping from the lawn surface. The daisy rake is designed to cut the flowers of dwarf growing weeds and prevent seed from forming. The next tool is shovel. It is a curved steel plate attached to wooden handle and used for transferring soil from one place to another and moving garden waste. Trowel is another important tool. It is a handy implement which is made of steel or aluminium. It is oval in shape and is used to make small holes, turn the soil, and also to transfer the seedling in beds. Dippler is a wooden piece with a handle and blended point at the other side that also serve the same purpose as trowel, that is for planting seedlings. The next important tool we are going to see is hoe. It is a multi-pronged tool, the handle of which is set at the right angle to the prongs. The hoe is very important implement in tropical gardens. It is used for great deal of soil stirring, weed cutting, and irrigation is done with it. Garden hoe is used for breaking the soil surface prior to planting, making ridges for garden plants. Another type of hoe, which is a touch hoe, is used for cutting down weeds between rows of plants or on footpaths. The swan neck weeding hoe and the common weeding hoe are also used for cutting down weeds. The next tool is kurpas. There are several types of kurpas of various sizes and length which are used for loosening soil, mixing manures with soil, and aeration of soil. Crowbar is mainly used for digging of pits. It has an iron rod with one end pointed. In fixing fences and other kinds of work, the crowbar is very essential. The next important tool and this essential tool is a pickaxe. This is the chief instrument for stirring the soil in many tropical gardens. A pickaxe is a hand tool with hard head attached perpendicular to the handle. The head is made of metal and the handle is commonly made of wood. The head is a spike ending in a short point which may curve slightly and has a counterweight to improve ease of use. The stronger the spike, the more effectively the tool can pierce the surface. The pointed edge is used to break up rocky surfaces or hardened earth. Next, we will pass on to the general garden equipment, that is, which are used for other general garden purposes. First one is plough. Every garden should have a small plough because ploughing is cheaper than digging. Tillers. Tillers are motorized ploughing tools which till the land to a fine tilth. A tiller consists of a diesel engine mounted on a chassis fitted with ground wheels and a plough system. The plough system is formed of one or two horizontal bars fitted with plough hauled tines. Depending on the quality and the depth of soil, there are two types of tillers available for garden operation. The first one is spring-loaded tiller. This tiller has 7, 9, 11, 13 or more tines which are mounted in two rows, one behind the other at center of distance of 9 inches. Each tine is mounted with two strong coil springs which allows the tine to ride over obstruction in the soil without the inconvenience of stopping the work to clear the obstacle. This tool is suitable for preparing seedbed quickly and economically because it can loosen the soil to the depth of 9 inches and eliminate the use of plough. The next important tiller type is duty spring loaded tiller. There are 9 tines in this tiller which mounted in 2 rows. Each tine is mounted with 2 strong coil springs as in spring loaded tiller, which allows the tine to ride over the obstruction in the soil and to clear them, thus making it suitable for use in root or stone obstructed soil. The weight of this tiller is little more than the other 9 tine tiller, so it can aerate soil to the depth of 1 foot. The tiller eliminates the use of the plough. The next tool we are going to discuss is sprayer. Equipment used to send liquid through air in the form of tiny droplets is called sprayers. They are used to spray herbicides to kill weeds along with the main crop and to kill weeds. There are different kinds of sprayers are used in this process. The rocker sprayer. These versatile sprayers are ideal for large scale spraying on garden plants like palm varieties, shrubs and tall trees. The sprayer can throw spray up to a height of 20 feet from the ground. The next is a knapsack sprayer. It is a bag holding a liquid spray strapped to the back from the shoulder. Plastic tank is made from high quality, high density polythene which is resistant to impact. It is used for spraying chemicals on garden plants. Backpack sprayer is composed of a plastic tank made from high quality, high density polythene. These sprayers are built strong, lightweight, corrosion resistant and also easy to maintain. These quick pressurizing sprayers are ideal for spraying of insecticides and for anti-parasite treatment. Hand compression sprayer. These high quality pressure sprayers are suitable for applying all proprietary pesticides, preservatives, solvents, disinfectants, liquid fertilizers, etc. They have a brass tank of 12 to 14 liter capacity made from high quality brass sheet. Even small plastic sprayers of 1 liter capacity are also available in the market for spraying pesticides on potted plants. The sickle or backing hook is one of the oldest tools in the garden, consisting of a curved hook-like blade mounted in a short handle. It is still widely used over the world as a gardening tool. The next tool is flower gathering scissor, which enable one to cut and bring away the flower with one hand. Baskets. Bamboo and iron made basket is used for carrying the seedlings, plant, soil, manures, fertilizers, weeds and other materials to distant places. Pots. Pots of different shapes and sizes are used in the garden both in indoor and outdoor. Clay, plastic, cement and metallic pots are usually used. The next we are going to discuss about lawn mowers. A lawn is an area of closely cut grasses in the garden. It is cool and refreshing in summer and pleasant and relaxing in winter. A lawn is a permanent feature and therefore good care should be taken in preparing it and maintaining it. In lawns, the grasses are not allowed to grow long and are frequently cut to give the feel of a garden carpet when we walked upon. For making a good lawn and maintaining it, number of tools and equipments are needed. Some of the commonly used lawn gardening tools are spades, spraying tools, weed cutters, lawn mowers and watering tools. We have already discussed about these tools except the lawn mowers. So let us discuss about the lawn mowers now. Mowing is the cutting of grasses at a required height. If a lawn is cut correctly, it would look healthy. Among the wide range of machinery available for cutting lawns, the best choice usually is lawn mower. The lawn mowers are available in all sizes and capacities. Here we will look into manual lawn mowers, electric lawn mowers, side wheel mowers, hover mowers, petrol start and diesel or kerosene run machines, rough grass cutter and garden roller. First, we will discuss about manual lawn mowers. These machines are economical and useful for lawns up to 2000 to 4000 square feet. The lawn mowers have a cutting size ranges from 12 to 18 inches. Nowadays, from simple models to more sophisticated ones are available in the market. The cutting cylinder has 6 blades mounted on ball bearings. The bottom blade is durable and has a self-adjustable handle as per the operative height of the gardener. Next, we are going to discuss about side wheel mowers. These side wheel mowers have 3 or 4 blades, get the grass up to 15 cm height and suitable for undulating surfaces, slopes and banks. Those with more blades give a better finish, but are not suitable for rough work. The advantage of this mower is that the small roller which regulates the height of cut is behind the cutting cylinder. Therefore, the grass is not pressed down before the knife reaches it. Powered side wheel machines are often used for the areas of rough grasses, football pitches and cricket outfields. Electric lawn mowers. These are electrically driven lawn mowers which are efficient and quiet machines. Since electric lawn mowers are distinctly better than manual lawn mowers, they are labor saving and economical. Due to time restraint and laborious tasks, the gardener may not cut the lawn properly and would restrict themselves only to moving the tips. In case of an electric lawn mower is used, large lawns could be cut in one day with it. Hover mowers. These machines are made by a world's best manufacturers and are now available in India. The basic system of cutting is the same, but the design of the cutting blade is different. The high speed rotation of the blade creates a downward draft and the escaping air lifts the complete machine off the grass surface. This makes it float a few centimeters above grass surface, making it easier to push it around the garden. The gardener can also move the lawn from side to side if desired. It makes no noise when running and collects grass. It is also easy to remove the grass and clean the machine. It would suit a medium-sized garden. The next important machine is petrol start and diesel or kerosene run machines. The main advantage of these machines is that they do not have cables. Normally for very large lawns, this is better alternative than roaming around with a cable of a few hundred meters length. Another advantage that the petrol start and diesel or kerosene run machines have over electric mower is that they are more powerful. However, they are more expensive than the electric mowers, but they make much noise. Rough grass cutter. For cutting rough grass on banks and in awkward corners, an electrically driven grass cutter is used. It is also useful for trimming lawn edges. The next tool is garden roller. It is used for larger lawns. The roller cum mower machine gives a superior finish. The roller is used for making paths and lawns firm and smooth. Frequent rolling on the lawn has a tendency to produce short, dense growth of grass and renders path comfortable to walk upon. For garden use, a roller weighing 500 to 900 kg made of steel and filled with concrete is required. Such rollers should have a window on the side to fill the sand. When the lawn needs light rolling, the weight is reduced by removing the sand. It is useful equipment for making new lawns. The lawn should be rolled before the first cutting when the soil is still moist. In addition to the above mentioned tools, some other tools also available to maintain the lawns in good condition. The edging iron is an instrument for trimming lawn edges of adjoining paths, walkways and to clip the edge of shrubs and flower beds clear and in shape. Lawn hoe is a type of rake that is excellent for collecting leaves and debris from the lawn surface. A turfing iron has a short round head and is used for cutting and paring of turf. When come to conclusion, we can say that garden tools are essential for us to make a garden in our own way. For proper gardening, gardener has to choose right tools for each type of gardening. A large number of gardening tools are available in the market. All of them are useful and required from time to time. But it depends how many tools are generally required on this site. So, one should keep in mind to buy more durable and quality gardening tools, as the beauty and attractiveness of the landscape garden lies on the gardening tools.